only keep count of our dissatisfactions, then the winds will never saint in our favor. When we feel like crying at night, let's cry until overtation die. When we yawn into a wall, we used to need to die at the defiant part. Since our life is limited, let's keep fighting without giving up. We keep on searching for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of disease and facade, no one wants to get hurt. So we try to look good by letting others yawn past us, claiming that no one will ever understand us. If you wish to be understood, then open you yourself. Start by accepting the feelings hidden in your bones. To believe is to say one another's warmth and pain, well searching for the meaning of our encounter. Let's keep steadying overboard. Since our life is limited, I won't release your hand, keep in mind. Together, let's keep searching for the very meaning of our existence, and then together let's live on. We keep on searching for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of fallacies and contradictions, of course we'll cave in or be cursed from time to time. But if we only keep count of our dissatisfactions, then the winds will never saint in our favor. When we feel like crying at night, let's cry until overtation die. When we yawn into a wall, we used to need to die at the defiant part. Since our life is limited, let's keep fighting without giving up. We keep on searching for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of disease and facade, no one wants to get hurt. So we try to look good by letting others yawn past us, claiming that no one will ever understand us. If you wish to be understood, then open you yourself. Ah. 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 Start by accepting the feelings hidden in your bones. To believe is to say one another's warmth and pain, well searching for the meaning of our encounter. Let's keep steadying overboard. Since our life is limited, I won't release your hand, keep in mind. Together, let's keep searching for the very meaning of our existence, and then together let's live on. We keep on searching for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of fallacies and contradictions, of course we'll cave in or be closed from time to time. But if we only keep count of our dissatisfactions, then the winds will never saint in our favor. When we feel like crying at night, let's cry until over the dry. When we yawn into a wall, we used to need to try a different path. Since our life is limited, let's keep fighting without giving up. We keep on searching for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of disease and facade, no one wants to get hurt. So we try to look good by letting others yawn past us, claiming that no one will ever understand us. If you wish to be understood, then open you yourself. Ah. Ah. Start by accepting the feelings hidden in your bones. To believe is to say one another's warmth and pain, well sourcing for the meaning of our encounter. Let's keep steadying overboard. Since our life is limited, I won't release your hand, keep in mind. Together, let's keep sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and then together let's live on. We keep on sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of fallacies and contradictions, of course we'll cave in or be closed from time to time. But if we only keep count of our dissatisfactions, then the winds will never saint in our favor. When we feel like crying at night, let's cry until övertäsion dry. When we yawn into a wall, we used to need to try a different path. Since our life is limited, let's keep fighting without giving up. We keep on sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of disease and facade, no one wants to get hurt. So we try to look good by letting others yawn past us, claiming that no one will ever understand us. If you wish to be understood, then open you yourself. Ah. Ah. Start by accepting the feelings hidden in your bones. To believe is to say One another's warmth and pain. Well, sourcing for the meaning of our encounter. Let's keep steadying overboard. Since our life is limited, I won't leave you hand keep in mind. Together, let's keep sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and then together let's live on. We keep on sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of fallacies and contradictions, of course we'll cave in or be cursed from time to time. But if we only keep count of our dissatisfactions, then the winds will never saint in our favor. When we feel like crying at night, let's cry until overtation dry. When we yawn into a wall, we used to need to try a different path. Since our life is limited, let's keep fighting without giving up. We keep on sourcing for the very meaning of our existence, and that is precisely how we have to live our life. In this world full of disease and facade, no one wants to get hurt. So we try to look good by letting others yawn past us, claiming that no one will ever understand us. If you wish to be understood, then open you yourself. Start by accepting the feelings hidden in your bones. Hello, good evening, konbanwa, and how's it going for you? I'm sorry for being late today, but I was checking out the university where I'm thinking of applying for, and well, the university is like a little somewhere around 1 hour away from my home. Or actually, at a bit, more than 1 hour from my home. But it is actually a good university, so I'm thinking about applying there because it does seem like a good place for my studies. So I might actually apply to that university. It was a really good place. And with that aside, hang on, what happened? Okay. Wait, give me a quick second. Anyway, as I was saying that. Anyway, so how's your day been so far? And since a new week is open here, how have your weekend been? For me, it's been quite a good weekend. And do you have any plans for the week? For me, apart from the university I checked out today, I don't really have any plans for the week. And today we're gonna be playing some Ace Attorneys, Spirit of Justice. But before we do that, I can type. So today I'm 56% Pony, and I'm also 66% delicious. And also for the question of the day, have you ever had or witnessed the epidemic movement? Many times. Even more so when I play Ace Attorney, because Ace Attorney have lots of epidemic movements. Anyway, well, I can't really think of anything else to talk about here, so I'm just gonna launch the game quickly. Give me a quick second here. There we go. Oh, and the last time at Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, so did we get started with episode 3, y'all, day 2, and we managed to make it to the first half, and now Maya is about to do her spirit channeling. So let's get to the game in here. Oopsie, my bad. So I'm just gonna launch the game quickly. And give me a quick second, and then we shall get to it. So it's time for yet another objection! Anyway, my 12 High Court of Kuyain, a coast lobby, and as always, I'm gonna start with a little recap just to remind myself and you all. So it only space the same old, and has the newspaper from my ninth. My ninth newspaper. Lite Kia getons till Patel Jäpels. The Lite Kia like figured up at 2 years ago gemensam mysterium. Som de äldste ser här as Lady Kia inte fläs. So you must are full in the enthusiasm for today's purification yet. Today's purification yet. The thick white eyes that first secured from the inner sanctum to the bloods of the Wilson until yesterday has melted. The light can now go on as planned. We give thanks for the blessings of the happy Holy Buddha and Lady Kia. Happy Yaki! Escaped prisoner allowed. You have nothing to worry about here. Police are asking the kingdom's subjects to be on the lookout for a male insouciant who escaped from Ural Penitentiary number 4 yesterday. Weather forecast. The area around the inner sanctum will enjoy calm, clear skies today. The warmer temperature will make for excellent prayer weather. Be warned, however, that we'll see a cold front move in overnight. And has also the autosafari report of Inmitarius, who was the first victim of the case. Darius Inmi autosafari report, time of death, May 10 from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Cause of death, blood loss from a deep abdominal wound caused by a bladed weapon. The wound appears to have been inflicted by the Warpart Dagger, which if you want in belongs to Lady Kia. Used in the yet. Used in Mesa face tattoo. The mark on his face is one borne by all members of the Guyanist clergy somewhere on their bodies. The gods of Wu has what mark and were are kept at the temple, and has the footage we take of the inner sanctum, and this is where Inmi was killed, and this is where the second victim. I'm not gonna say his name now because I will come back to him later. But where the second victim was, just so they called to fabricate his time of death. And has Maya's statement about how it was at the inner sanctum when she first entered. Maya's statement. The spring water was already stained yet when we arrived at the inner sanctum on the day of the year. And has the warning letter that Lady Kia sent to Inmi, which he decided to ignore. And this is actually the reason he got killed. Lady Kia's warning, do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning, Lady Kia. And has the step of Bloom the Punisher, who is the superhero of Kuroin, and basically a rip-off of Steel Samurai. Bloom the Punisher step. Maya got this in exchange for her steel samurai watch. President Makatama on the belt plays the Bloomed Bunny's theme song, which begins with some traditional Guyanese instruments. Maya says its exotic sound makes it totally different, but it sounds exactly like the Steel Samurai theme song to me. I'm gonna say it again, but White is actually tone deaf if he really thinks so. Anyway, and has the diagram of the inner sanctum. So, as you can see, there are 3 lanterns here, and also a broken lantern here. And the inner sanctum was covered by curtains. And Maya was standing here, Ilme was standing here, and he was forced facing Maya. But then he heard the killer, somebody up behind him. So he turned around to take a look, only to see Lady Kia, and then Lady Kia killed Ilme. And has the crime photo of the second victim, Salute, which is not his real name, but I will come back to this too a bit later. And from here it looks like he was playing when he got killed, but we now know that's not the case. And I will come back to that later too. And has the autosafari bot for Silot. Bouye Silot's autosafari bot. Time of death, May 8 from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. based on divination science. We actually thought he got killed after enemy. However, we did manage to prove that that was actually wrong and that he was actually killed before the fight even started. Because of that, Spiller got injury from a stab wound to his back. The weapon is thought to be the Warpath Dagger, the same weapon used to kill the High Priest. And has the Warpath Dagger, and it does have Maya's fingerprints, which now we know why it have her fingerprint, because of the volleyite, so it won't actually be strange if it didn't have her fingerprint. And has the brand new flag, brand new flag that Jebel what was his name again? His name escaped me now. But where that the Jebel had put up so that all this Jebel would find him and give food. Brand new flag. A new flag we found at the Plaza of the Wuson with this scripted on it. At the usual spot, pink cube, the key to, and has an amount of flower, which is a Guyanese flower that is usually used to pay tribute to the departed. And has the family photo of the Feast of Blessings, which always takes place before the Eid, and something you have to finish before the Eid, because it is said to drive evil away, which is why it has such a strong smell. And has a Caleb's statement of a Feast of Blessings, Pelip's statement, the family photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings, where it's customary to partake in dishes made with ginkgo. The dishes are only prepared during the feast, which starts at noon on the day before the Eid and must be finished by 3 p.m. the same day, and has the Tomb of the Secrets with only the one playing the role of Lady Kia is allowed to see. Tomb of the Secrets. The beast is acting as Lady Kia's representative must know her name. That name is Imsan. Speaking this name is unforgivable. Lock this knowledge deep in your heart and devote yourself to prayer. Yes, so we know now that Lady Kia's real name is actually Imsan. And has a Tolkien's love book, which have the painting of the defiant dragons, and which also shows his strong conviction to remove the Defense Culpability Act, because apparently he wasn't the one that killed the queen, and he was only framed for it. In the name of High Eminence, those who vote to support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. And then has the photo of the rebel base, and we now know that this is where Selot was killed. And what killed him was actually the Warpath statue, because the Warpath statue isn't used as simple divine statue, but it also acts as a door that takes you to the rebel hideout. And then for everyone involved in this case, we have Alpi Urkade, who is our guide, and he is also a monk in training. And then we have Maya Fey, who is the main suspect of this case, and she is about to perform as Spirit Sanilin. And then we have Emma Sky, who is a forensic investigator. And then Darius Inmi, the second victim of this case. And he was also the high priest. And then we have Nayuta Satmati, who is the prosecutor of this case. And then Yaifa Padma Kurain, who is the head priestess and also the crown princess. And she is also the one that performs the divination science that allows us to witness the final movements of the victim. And then we have Puyai Silut, who is actually a fake name, and his real name is actually Yil Namu, a Quranist monk. And then we have Pelip Inmi, who is Darius' wife. Oh yeah, that was his name. And then we have Tats Ayepal, who is Ayepal and also an escaped convict. But he's actually trustworthy, so we can actually trust him. Anyway, that's end of your capping, so let's keep going here. So Maya, but this was the only way. You saw you open for this. Thanks for believing in me, Nick. Even though I don't know if my signing ability is on point yet. Oh, yeah. So you're not confident. Well, even if you aren't, I'm confident in you. Before she started training her success rate was only about 30%. Well, from what you said earlier, you said that ever since the training, you have actually been able to do it successfully without fail for over. I know you can do it, Maya. At least I hope she can. So you Yeti? Yeah, at least I think so. You don't sound so confident. What about all you training? Training is one thing, actually doing it is another. Well, have more confidence in yourself. Have more confidence in yourself. Oh, I see. Uh-oh. If she fails to sound at the high pitch, we are as good as that. Relax, Nick. You can count on me. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll show you what my daily's done for me. This will be a moment you never forget. Okay. I just hope it's unforgettable in a good way. Once we heard about Inve's story, I'm sure that it will come to light. I hope so, but he was hiding the fact that he was a rebel, so... Well... But if he is a rebel, then that means he actually wanna fix this corrupt country. So I say we should believe in him. At the very least, that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna believe in him. I thought it'd be as good and tight as all that. They are ready for you. Please get on to the Hall of Justice at once. Okay, it is time to continue then. Okay, Maya, I'm counting on you. You got it. Here we go. Well, has the long-awaited spirit signing which we haven't done for literally forever? Might well. High Court of Kuoin. Okay, let's save her and then... And now we're gonna do it. It's been long. We have received official approval for the Accords to channel a spirit here today. So we got permission, that's good. Now, if you will, Mr. Faye, please proceed. Yes, Your Majesty. You heard what the Yotze said. We got permission, so no use complaining here. They can say what they want, but that means nothing. I can't believe this. Only the Queen saw channel spirits. Execute them. Put them to death right now. Come on, Maya. I'm counting on you. I have been starting in Kuoin for 2 years now. So that one day I will be the master of Kuoin. A village of spirit mediums back home. But first, I shall show you all the fruits of my training in your kingdom. Wow, she seems really confident. She's actually faking it, but it is actually good that she's faking it because let me tell you guys something. There aren't normally it isn't good to fake. However, the thing about confidence is if you fake your confidence, then that fake confidence will become actual confidence. So it is actually a good thing that she's faking it. And I don't say that every day, so that means something. And if we practice in a social circle, not possibly stand in a spirit. Okay, you benevolence, how about this? If I succeed, will you stop calling me a neophyte? Very well, if you succeed. Well then, you better prepare yourself then. Oh, I will. You still what? It's actually been forever since we have done Spirit Channeling. Or Spirit of the... Oh wait. Okay, it's auto-scrolling, so I'm just gonna have to wait here. Yeah, we really know it have succeeded if she looks different. It worked! Yes! Good! Good, it worked! Anyway. Och Spirit of Darius in me, slumping into twilight realm, yet turn now to the world of the living. What is this place? Oh my! This will actually be the first time we meet in me. No! This cannot be! You made a promise. You are no longer allowed to call Maya for neophyte. Polkonka. Polkonka. Okay, this is actually very satisfying. This is actually very satisfying. Yeah, no, this actually feels good. This feels a bit like victory for me. A victory for me, even if this isn't really a victory, but still. It's the high period. The acoustic yelling can silence spirits. I don't believe it. The acoustic spiritual power is the yell deal. Go Maya! Go Maya! Go Maya! Go, you can do it! I do not understand. Well, it is exactly as you see. This cannot be. This simply cannot be. Oh, but it could be. I must step out now before I forget myself. Yeah, a good idea before you lose yourself. Put in there. Would this be the twilight again? No, it isn't. This is the world of the living. And what of this? Luxurious main of heart? Okay, I didn't take you as the smooth type. You seem to actually like it. Is it perhaps a gift from the Holy Mother for decades of faithful service? Could it be you didn't like being bald and you have actually wished to grow some hair? Is that it? But in me? My, but if it isn't His Majesty, have you too suffered of that mortal cold? No, he is very much alive. Please do not count me among the dead. It is only you who has passed on. But the spirit medium Maya Fey has brought you back among us today. Why? Acolyte Fey has mastered the secret art of spirit channeling. From the way you're phrasing it, to start mean that you actually never thought she could do this all along. You at least make it sound that way. I suppose that explains the Scorpius looks. When I pass from this world, I do hope to be silent with a full head of hair. Well, I see how it is now. I see how it is now. To feel be for the purest of movements. I give thanks for this splendid goal. I swear you do. Okay. Well, I'm glad to see that the two of you are happy, but can we go on? Praise be to the Holy Mother. I swear. However, this kimono is a bit too snug for my tastes. If you won't excuse me. Okay. Okay, I don't really know what to say here. That is better. Could we get to his testimony now? Yeah, please. Before it gets any better than it already is. And I wish he'd kept his top on. Honestly, I wish the same. Why, you are the falling in love with the people speak of us of late. And is that not the Hall of Justice? Why have I been summoned here? Forgive us for calling you back from your eternal yes. But you have been a ghost of murder. Might we ask you to testify on your own behalf? What the actual fuck? This is only getting better and better. Like, what the actual fuck? What the actual fuck, man? I have been a ghost of murder. That is troubling indeed. Ah! What with that case in boss? I wasn't wanting to say. Is this really cause for such astonishment? And the loneliest of monks can achieve such body control with the proper training. Well, not everybody are monks, you know. Oh, I wonder if Alpi will be able to do that someday. Will the defense please explain the situation to the high priest? He doesn't really know what have happened up till now. I'd be happy to. The Disciple Puya Silhouette has been voted. It happened on the day before the purification rite, and the crime occurred in the Yepel hideout hidden within the inner sanctum. Acolyte Zealot, he has been killed. Who will do such a thing? We suspect that it was you. Someone who never the hideout and had access to the inner sanctum. In other words, you are put in me. After all, where do you secretly Yepel? It have gotten even better. Are you even a human? I mean, I could see you as a spirit right now, but still, that's besides the point. Uta, that's still Maya's body. I hope he doesn't break anything. Yeah, I'm getting worried too. Yeah, I feel the same. And this time I have to agree with Kelly. Wow, the high priest is amazing. To think he had mastered such an advanced boss. He still won't for many years even if he is a Yepel. Praise be to the Holy Mother. Praise be to the Holy Mother. Oh my, have my Yepel allegiances been exposed? So you don't even gonna deny it? Well, I did have a feeling you wasn't gonna deny it, and I appreciate that very much. Not even my wife name of that. It seems the rest in peace is not my fate. Why did you, a devil priest of Groinism, join the rebellion? The high priest has come back to us for both a brief time defense, so we not go to do the same and ask the most pressing of questions. Actually, you are right there. We sold actually. Alright. But Ilme, the persecution believes the one who slave both you and Acolyte Zealot to be Maya Fey, who had been playing the role of Lady Kia in the Yid. Being that I was dead until just a moment ago, my memory is a bit hazy. Could you please do your best to remember? The high priest says his memory is hazy. It is all coming back to me. It is as Pussycat had body concluded. I was slain by none other than Maya Fey. I was hoping you wasn't gonna say that. But of course it doesn't go the way I wanted to. Because I can never catch a break in this game. The High Priest statement has proven my assertions with regards to his murder correct. No! But what about Acolyte Salute? You were the one who killed him, weren't you? I know not about my disciples murder. Furthermore, I have an alibi of my own. An alibi? Seriously? Ha 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 ha! It seems the testimony the defense had been hoping for is working against him. No one put in your testimony, if you please. Well, let's see if you are telling the truth or not. Yes, of course. Well, I'll be the judge of whether or not you telling the truth. I have an alibi. I have an ironclad alibi for the time during which the murder took place. Just past noon on the day before the deed, I was entertaining my ghost at my home. And I believe my ghost can corroborate this. Well, you didn't tell us who they was. You had ghost. Just past noon. That's right about the time Celot was murdered. Are you sorry about that? Absolutely. Come to think of it, Jaifa told me about a spirit's memory. A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death. So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time. Oh yeah, that's true. Between the moment of its death and the moment it is channeled. Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life. Clearly? Oh no, yeah. Never mind. The High Priest seems to know exactly what he's talking about. So the question is, what would be the best angle of attack? Well, we'll figure that out during the cross-examination. But before that, I'm gonna press you for all the information I can get out of you. I have an alibi. I have an ironclad alibi for the time during which the murder took place. Hold it! You used the word alibi as if it were second nature. Are you perhaps mocking me? No, I'm not. Or is it perhaps the kingdom of Kuain itself you wish to ridicule? No! That's... Well, I'm sorry. Peace, I say. Mr. White. Come on, everyone in the Canterbury knows what alibi means. We're not a bunch of county pumpkins here. We have plenty of courtroom dramas on TV. Mr. White, would you like to clarify your last statement? Please, don't take it the wrong way. It's just alibi is a yate testing our dome for a piece to use, so not really. Right. You disappointed me again. Stop disappointing me, right? I assure you, I know how to use the dome. In fact, I had even hoped for a chance to do so one day. I suppose that even I, a high beast, am not immune to so trivial worldly attachments. Oh, oh, I see. Still, he seems unusually calm and composed. It's almost as if he had prepared himself for something like this. That is exactly true. Just past noon on the day before the Eid, I was entertaining ghosts at my home. Hold it! Ghosts? And you were entertaining them personally? Well, you didn't tell me who the ghost was. Thought I was. We got it on the table for a most enjoyable conversation. He said his ghost could corroborate his alibi. That can't be good for the case. Well, that is true, but he haven't told us who they are. Are you sure that was the same day as the murder? Maybe you will misremembered. Ka! Do not doubt my memory faculties. What was that? I might have died, but my memories up to that point are crystal clear. Sorry, he's pretty thin-skinned for a period. Yeah, I am kind of surprised that offended him. The fact was, I thought we known better than to doubt his memory. A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death, so even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time between the moment of its death and the moment it is channeled. Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life. There's nothing better than enjoying King Kill cuisine with their friends. That way, everyone's appearance becomes equally malodorous. I don't know if you mean this in a good or bad way. Right. And I believe my ghost can corroborate this. Hold it! And who exactly were you ghost that day? Yeah, I do wanna know. Don't tell me they were rebels so they can't be called how to testify. It was none other than his Mike Stee, along with his family. So it was him then. He couldn't attend the Eid due to work, so he stopped by ahead of time. My, how his daughter has grown. Wait a second. Let me set the record straight now. I am not a rebel. I hope so at least. Thank you for that wonderful meal you put in me. Lady Ilma's cooking simply cannot be beat. So there you have it. Okay, so you do indeed have alibi. When exactly was his majesty at your home? He must have from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Let me see. There is still this tiny bit of a possibility then. Indeed, precisely the time period within which Acolyte Salute was slain. Precisely? I don't know about that. Yes, and we had a using chat concerning the game of Kasutemal. I don't know. That still leaves through always. But all you have that added in the testimony. After all, it was I who visited the High Priest's home. You're actually helping me there, because I have found a contradiction. And I know exactly what evidence to use to that. But before that, I wanna pierce that one too. Anyway, my ghost thought they were his majesty and his family. They visited from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Hold it! Your Majesty, are you sure this testimony is completely accurate? As sure as can be. Oh, how wonderful it is to finally have my actions be admissible as evidence in court. Yeah, let me tell you this. Even the youths of the youths haven't gotten the sense, so you saw the people of yourself. His Majesty was at my home during the exact time period of the murder. Come, let us put this behind us. I could not have possibly committed this crime. I would like to disagree with you. How can you be so sure? What if the clock was you were using was off, or you missed yet the time? There was a clock right at the table, and it had the exact same time as my watch. No, do you understand, Lavier? Yeah, I understand that I caught my... What? But I found... Or maybe I was wrong and it wasn't a contradiction. Maybe I was wrong. Anyway. If that's how it's gonna be, then that's how it's gonna be. As you can see, my alibi is airtight. Or do you still think I could have killed Acolyte Salute? Actually, yes, I do. Oh, His Majesty is a witness? Right. You are forgetting something important yet again. Look carefully at the time, right? He still had a chance to commit murder. Are you satisfied now? There is not a single discrepancy in output in Miss alibi. I disagree. If I give up now, it's all over. Seriously? I know the contradiction, and you used that like... I swear. No, hold on a second. Is there something anything wrong with the Harpy's testimony. I have been saying yes all the fucking time, man! But I finally get to point it out, so yes, there is. There is a discrepancy in the Harpy's testimony. There is. Well then, perhaps you could explain what it might be. Oh yeah, I am more than prepared to explain. This is what was wrong with his testimony. Yeah, he never the time of the crime, which he actually sold them. After Abbott email was sent, no one ever stated what time Acolyte salute was worth it. That is also true. Now that you mention it, despite that, you claim to have an alibi from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. That means you know that Acolyte salute was dead when you were still alive. Which actually sort of be the case if it is as you say. Fuck! He was literally about to go to the Twilight again. Wait, I think I saw something used to know. No, I must be amazing in things. So tell me, how did you know what time the crime had been committed? About that. Open your heart! Let the Holy Mother in! Why? We've been blessed with the highest target words of a prayer. He's panicking right now. That is what he's doing. Always so Her Holiness must steal the banished worldly desires from their soul. Open your heart. Let the Holy Mother in. Post your mind of guilt and chaos. I feel as if my very soul has been cleansed. You can't fool me. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do, huh? Yeah, my banished worldly desires, but it can't make a contradiction disappear. That is true. What is it now? How can you be so sure? Okay. What's that supposed to mean? This lawyer seems to think little of the power of a Christ prayer. I don't really get what you're trying to say. Huh? What? What did I do now? But Ilme was at home during the crime, but never for what happened at the hideout. I believe this can be explained closely. He must have had a way to monitor the hideout from his home. I don't really know about that. It is what? You never cares to amaze me, Persecutor. As he has submitted, there was a listening device installed at the hideout. Was that really the case? It enabled me to instantly learn of anything unusual, even when I was not there. Remember, the bells have been using this as a top secret hideout. It would be perfectly natural for them to install social apparatus. Well, I didn't find it when I investigated it, but there is always the possibility that I missed it. Wait, come to think of it, when I was sourcing the bell hideout, there's something on the banner, a microphone. Oh right, I remember now. What's this doing here? Was someone trying to record something with it? That was a listening device? It could have been. It starts recording whenever it detects movement. And I had used the social recording after His Majesty and his family left. Then, okay, damn it, because he said that, so does this mean... This means nothing, you know, this means nothing, damn it. If you look in the desk in my study, you will find the tape in question. Alright then, Balif! Yes, Your Majesty! Retrieve the tape in question from the High Priest home. At once, Your Majesty! And while he's doing that, we should keep going. The power of Kuain is prayer. Even a pretty pain such as you should understand it now. It's like the contradiction really did vanish. Literally, yes. We shall offset the content of the recording once we have the tape. In the meantime, I would ask Abbot Inmi to continue with his testimony. Okay, let's do that then. Very well. Okay, so let's hold your second testimony then. I heard everything. I was entertaining His Majesty and his family when the crime occurred. When I listened to the tape later, I heard a man and a woman quarreling. It sounded like an altercation between Acolyte Salute and Acolyte Faye. After that, there was a loud noise followed by haunting silence. Well, that one sounds pretty solid, yeah, but we'll see how solid it is if I press him. I have to find some way to attack his alibi. If only Maya were here. She has a way of putting me at ease. But seeing her like this is only keeping me out. Yeah, it is kind of creepy. If the High Priest was a rebel, he was still a Guaranist holy man. Therefore, take care in your questioning, lest you invoke the ear of other people. You wasn't kidding. How dare he suspect the High Priest? Might the Holy Mother strike him blind? What a thing to miss for! As if this wasn't hard enough already. Nice try, but I'll stop at nothing to find the truth. Yeah, that is over job after all. Anyway, so there we go then. I heard everything. I was entertaining His Majesty and his family when the crime occurred. Hold it! You were entertaining His Majesty and his family during the crime? Indeed, my wife Pelip was teaching them to have wonderful home cooking. Your wife was there that day? Why yes, she was in the kitchen cooking up a storm the entire time. Come to think of it, I don't think I saw her at all that day. She takes her culinary duties most seriously, you see. That is why she was in the kitchen cooking without pause the entire day. So the judge never saw mistakes in me. We could actually use that. We could actually use that to our advantage, but it's not really strong. But I keep it in the back of my mind at least. Should I have put in my answer to his statement? I would actually like that. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. My wife, Palip, was in the kitchen cooking the entire time. Hold it! Still, I can't really do most of it with it, but it is still worth it. What was your wife making that day? The menu that they fed with hot in the soup base and melted mood. Whatever that means. Anyway, ja potential growing is this I can't even begin to imagine what those are. Yeah, I wanna know though. I like food, so I wanna know. Oh, yes! The exquisite taste of hot in the soup base and the supreme texture of melted wood. Lady Inver's cooking that day was utterly unforgettable. Thank you. It brings me great joy to know you enjoyed your meal. No, was His Majesty and his family had left. When I listened to the tape later, I heard a man and a woman quarreling. Hold it! You heard everything from my recording? Indeed. Each night I would secretly check what the listening device had recorded. I would have been in serious trouble with my lovely wife had she discovered my secret. Can you really tell what happened by the audio alone? Long years of ascetic training has sharpened my hearing. It is but a simple matter for me to ascertain a situation by the sounds I heard. Well, that is certainly a possibility, yes. Practicing Koreanism improves your hearing. Hearing is both one of the senses it can improve. If one can focus and attain inner peace, all five senses can be sharpened. By the war part of it the passa just cried. Did you not hear it? It did? Give me a break. It sounded like an altercation between Aculite Salute and Aculite Faye. Hold it! Hold on! Are you sure about those voices? Was it really Aculite Salute and Mr. Faye? I'd say that was the most reasonable conclusion under the circumstances. Or perhaps Aculite Faye has an alibi that you can view. I don't, sadly enough. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm afraid not. Then I suggest you make like a mollusk and climb up. No, I will continue my testimony if I might. After that, there was a loud noise followed by haunting silence. Hold it! A loud noise? I'd say that's worth looking into. It was a terrible gasping sound. For Aculite Salute, it must have felt so heavy. It must have been the sound of that stone slab falling over. Should I have him add a statement to his testimony? I mean, it wasn't hot. Please add a statement to your testimony. As you wish. I would describe the noise as a terrible gasp. For Salute, it must have felt so heavy. Hold it! You believe that terrible gasp is connected to Aculite Salute's death? Yes, the sound no doubt was the poor Salute's death knell. So sagacity, for he was a fine disciple. So, I would ask All today to give a prayer for his departed soul. Suyinai Matame Yumai. Suyai Matame Yumai. Suyai Matame Yuya. I had high hopes for that young man's future. Suyai Matame Yumai. Why do I feel like so young for you trying to do my job right? No? I mean, that is what it means to be a persecutor, you know? Well, this time around, I didn't really find anything I can use against him. There was something, but it's not really something I can use against him. So this time it was actually quite solid. Which I don't like, man, because it's bad for us. Mr. White? Do you still feel the need to question the high priest? His alibi is as tight as can be. Yeah, I feel the same actually. This isn't going so well. I'd better ask him about something else. I'm curious about me. Did you stop by the Yepel hideout after his majesty left? Yes. I thought it would be wise to accept the situation. But as I said before, there was nothing to see. The hideout appeared as it always had. And the victim's body, it was nowhere to be found. Aculite Faye must have already disposed of it and anything else incriminating. Let me take a little double check her. Well, I wouldn't be so sorry about that actually. So when you saw the Yebel hideout, it looked like it was in this photo. Yes, I would say that is how it appeared that day. So the stone slab had been put back in place. Yebel hideout photo. A photo of the secret Yebel hideout. It is used as output in me saw it after the incident. Yebel hideout photo updated in code Yecode. Mr. White. Let's see. Anyway, what is it? Is it not time to concede defeat? Not yet, I feel. No, wait! I need to use a little more time. If you insist. Well, maybe I can do something about this updated evidence. So let me think. Well, you say they were chaos, but there is something that makes me. Let me try. Objection! It used to felt off, to be honest. But in me, you said, and I quit. Poor Salad, it must have felt so heavy. Yeah, that is what you said. Why do you think he felt something heavy? You say the hideout looked like it did in this photo. If so, there's nothing that would lead you to believe he had experienced a heavy feeling. Yeah, that is actually true. You find so you figure the issue out too, huh? The fact is, of course, a stone slab did fall over onto Acolyte's Salad, impaling him on the wall but the statue behind him. But that was only revealed to have Benevolion's divination science earlier. Would the defense please get to the point? As you wish. My point is, simply hold a guessing zone so that have automatically led him to conclude that the victim was caused to death. I still don't see your point. I'm saying that the high priest he never had the victim was really killed. Yeah, that is true. Why? And that is information only the Yale killer called Venom. Don't escape. I definitely saw it that time. I got the high priest space shaking in his boots. Or so I say, sandals. What is it this time? I remind you, Albert me was with his majesty at the time of the crime, so that alibi precludes him from being the killer. That's true, so he can't be the killer. However, he never how Salute was killed, and something only the killer could know. Can this discrepancy be resolved somehow? Well, it won't be a bad thing for us if it can. Well, Mr. Bjork, we're waiting for an explanation. I must just get into that. Time to think of something quick. The happiest now something only the killer got went on because. Let's see how. Well. It is only because he heard it from the yellow pulpit. It's all I can think of. I don't know if I'm right. He must have heard how the victim died from the Yale killer. The Yale killer? Of course, that makes perfect sense. I don't want to believe it, but this is the only possible explanation. So tell us, who is this Yale killer? It's gotta be someone close to the high priest, someone with an alibi. Well, right now there is one. The person most likely to be Salut's killer is... Yeah, there is actually someone that doesn't have an alibi based upon everything they have said. So the one coming to mind right now is the Philip in me. So take that! You may see, when you were visiting the high priest's home, you didn't see Mrs. Inmay at all, did you? No, I never saw her, but what does that have to do with anything? It means that she have no alibi. Did the high priest ever leave your side? No, we were talking the entire time, and the food was brought right to the room's anyway. So the high priest has an ironclad alibi, but his wife does not. Exactly. What the devil are you insinuating? I'm insinuating that Mr. Inman might have killed Acolyte Salute. Yeah, and it all makes sense actually. I did find something off. You have a lot of love making sort of baseless allegation. I don't know how baseless it is. I did have a little issue there. They had no motive to kill Acolyte Salute. He was like family to her. As far as we know, but maybe there was a motive that we don't know about. No, we can't entirely discount the idea. Especially if you consider that Mrs. Inman could have been the one posing as Lady Kia. Yes, she does have that knowledge after all. That knowledge that only selected fam are supposed to have. Even a fool must temper his foolishness at times. Be that the case, you can call me a fool if you wish. But do you truly believe Lady Kia won't kill Acolyte Salute if he was not a rebel? I believe a fake Lady Kia would do that. As we all know, the High Priest was secretly a rebel. It would follow that his favorite disciple could very well be a rebel too. Are you suggesting that Mrs. Inme killed her husband as well? Actually, yes. It was actually possible for her to get to the inner sanctum too. As sad as it is to think she'd kill her own husband to get the kingdom of Yepels, it is certainly a possibility. I don't think we can rule it out. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Ho- It was a... That one actually... I did not expect that one to be voiced. You claim my wife is Tatya Pelhontin Lady Kia. And that she's left both Salute and myself, my lovely wife. That is utterly impossible. Oh, damn it, take it easy, man. I have never seen the High Priest so angry. Well, in a way, I'm actually glad that he is angry, because that only shows that he's actually a good monk and a good husband. It is as Albert in me stated, and the accused has already been guilty of his murder. It is far too late to overturn it. That's right, Mr. White. Now apologize to the good priest before he gets angry again. Quickly now. I'm not gonna apologize. No, I'm not going to apologize. The true identity of Lady Kia is a minor piece to this deal's puzzle. Admit it, Albert in me. Your wife, Lady in me, killed you. Yet even though you continue to lie in an effort to protect her. How absurd! It appears the lawyer has forgotten. My lovely wife could not possibly party the affairs in the guise of Lady Kia. For we were blessed by her holiness, and she is with child. Praise be to the Holy Mother. Oh shit, that is actually valid. Oh shit. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, this is not good. That abominable Lady Kia Ficus Lady and the acolyte Salute was the accused. This is bad, but I can't give up now. Don't forget, my client doesn't have the strength to fight the rebels either. What is it? How could a big young woman like her possibly... Oh-oh. You foolish awful lawyer. If only you were as blessed as Lady Inme. What? Okay. Sorry, the August possessed the strength, or so I say, the power. The power departed those black-hearted rebels. Okay, what are you trying to say? What are you talking about? My good prosecutor, I see you have come to the same conclusion as I. So skinned inside. Okay, can you please tell me what you're talking about? Can you have figured it out as well about in me? Okay, what exactly are you two talking about? May I ask you to explain it to this booted brained lawyer? Certainly, for I cannot allow him to frame my lovely wife for murder. Foil, devil, your majesty, allow me to testify as to how my affair is that both you, Lady Kia. Well, if it won't assert you anger, then by all means, please testify. Well, let's hold it in that case. My affair is Lady Kia. Acolyte face and Lady Kia's spirit. She is a spirit medium who knows Lady Kia's true name, so she could have told it. Yeah, that is actually true. I do have a proof of that actually. So it was the Yale Lady Kia who were told to use all the rebels among us. She attacked and killed me with a strength far beyond any mortal woman. The problem is, I can actually prove that he's right. But do you understand now? Multiple Spirit Channeling explains everything. This is the only way that I could have defeated one rebel after another. Indeed, I am a living, or shall I say, dead proof of her terrible power. And my ability to silence spirits is come back to haunt her. And she doesn't even know. Now is not it not the time to let it go and move on, defense. No, never. I'll never give up. No, what? Think. Yeah, there must be something. There must be something. How can I prove that Maya couldn't have sent Lady Kia? Yeah, I need to find something. And quick. So let me save quickly here and then keep going. Maya Faye is Lady Kia. Acolyte Faye silent Lady Kia's spirit. Hold it! My client silent Lady Kia. Isn't that a little far-fetched? Far-fetched, you say? By the very fact that I am happy, she has the power to silence spirits. Well, that is true. But you may know she actually silent Lady Kia. Oh, but I do. You do. She is a spirit medium who knows Lady Kia's true name, so she could have told it. Hold it! Well, still, she might be capable of examining Lady Kia. I thought there's any proof she actually did it. We are talking about the infamous rebel hunter here. That mutant Lady Kia has captured many a rebel all by herself, and among them have been more than a fair great warriors. Who but the Yale Lady Kia could have accomplished such a feat? It would be difficult for a man mortal. That leaves the Yale Lady Kia of legend as the only likely answer. Indeed, is this not the proof enough that the Yale Lady Kia of legend has been silenced? The Yale Lady Kia of legend, that's an oxymoron if I ever heard one. Then again, the people of Guain believe they can stupid you. Yeah, so we can't really do that much about it. So it was the yellow lady Kia who taunted the youth out of the yappers among us. Hold it! Lady Kia is an actual person? Do you really believe there ever was a woman that powerful? One capable of pardoning yappers, more big and stronger than herself? There is no way to prove that. But to doubt that the existence of Lady Kia is to doubt the Guaianism itself. It is not for us to question. We must simply believe. Oh, they are getting opposite again. Yeah, how dare you talk over Lakers? You can't anything, you can't say that, you bull colonel. Lady Kia's gonna strike you down. I won't get anyway until I can get footy claims with some evidence. She attacked and killed me with a strength far beyond any mortal woman. Hold it! A strength far beyond any mortal woman? Just how strong would that be? You need but to look at the wounds she inflicted upon my body. To find out hope to never have to think about that again. Let me take a little. You won't? It was pretty deep and there was a tremendous amount of blood. And when Akulite Serot was just small in stature, he was strong. Nevertheless, he was no match for the sheer strength of Lady Kia. My speaking is proof that she's Lady Kia. This is not good. I'll have to prove it in the Senate original Lady Kia. Well, I have one way of proving it. Or at least I hope I do. It is only a speculation. Let us see if I'm right or wrong. Well, let's see here. So, objection! Oh. So that wasn't it then. That wasn't it. Well, an earthquake is coming up, so I'm gonna do some thinking. And while I'm thinking, I'll be right back and I'll see you in 3 minutes. I can't hold your voice crying for me, it's crying out my name. I was acting tough by saying that I don't team because it's scary to lose my team. I have a feeling that by abandoning my team, I'll be able to make up for something else. Tuesday is the determination to chase after intangible things like wishes or love. I can hold a voice crying for me, stand up and fight. Don't deceive yourself. Cry for you in order to answer your voice. I know I ought your name. I placed my lack of self-confidence with kindness. I have a feeling that by giving up, I'll be able to stop hurting others. When we completely accept our pain and hardship and start to understand each other, you stand will be born. I can hold a voice crying for me, don't yawn away. I will hold you everything tightly, cry for you, wanting to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. Let's never forget the fact that we can be healed by overwhelmed of contact. Okay, well, let me think, huh? Wait, I won't. Let me check something, huh? Yeah. It's... Well, it is actually... Well, at the very least, I'm gonna try and see if this means something. Well, I have to try at least, so objection! Okay, I was right. So it was as I suspected. I was kinda doubtful. Anyway, the Tomb of Secrets is only given to the priestess who performs the purification. Yet, is this your proof that my client could have channeled Lady Kia? Well, considering this was from 2 years ago, honestly, I don't think she never about her name 2 years ago. Yes, indeed, for it contains the true name of Lady Kia, a secret only revealed within. But in me, I'm afraid you're mistaken. This gold that have been used to channel Lady Kia. What nonsense! Mr. White, would you care to explain? This is why my client couldn't have channeled Lady Kia. Am I missing something? Oh wait, Gold. I think I understand what you're trying to say. It's because she need to actually know how her face too. Oh yeah. I completely forgot about that. So take that! Lady Kia's face is hidden behind a mask in the Tomb of Secrets. You need both a name and a face to challenge a spirit. It can't be! Oh, but it can't. With a face, it would have been impossible for my client to channel Lady Kia. Oh my! Therefore, they claim that she became Lady Kia by means of spirit channeling is patently false. Gah! And with Lady Kia out of the equation, my client has no motive to commit murder. And there you have it. But then, visste Jeppe Lundin Lady Kia blivit bildgiten rapport inte papper? Is it a fake or someone else that knows how she looks like? Yes, who is this other suspect? If indeed there is one at all. Let us hold the defense brilliant deduction. Think that the identity of Lady Kia is the key to solving both murders. I thought Mrs. Inman was suspicious, but her pregnancy takes her out of the yawning. And Mr. Eyeball is a Jeppel, so that also makes sense. That leaves us with... Well, I really have to think here. Mr. Bright, you have that look again. The one where you know you have to say something, but you can't figure out what it is. This is my chance to really turn up the heat. I just have to stay the boat till something floats to the top. Your Majesty, I know what's been posing as the Jeppel haunting Lady Kia. You do? Are you sorry about that? Yes, completely. I sense that I might get this, but please go on and explain. Of course I will. Thank you, Your Majesty. This is who's been posing as the Jeppel haunting Lady Kia. Well, I have to think then. So, it's not Maya, it's not Palip, it's not Tats, it's definitely not Yaifa. How could it be Puye? And it's definitely not in me. And also not Nauta. Actually, well, the only one that could have done it in that case. Yeah, the only one that could have actually done it in that case is actually Yaifa. Or more like her mother to be exact, the queen. So, take that! Why do you believe that is the... Okay, I was wrong. If that's not the case, then... Well, I did have kind of a speculation. Which might actually be connected to why he was hiding his name. Take that! The identity of the Jeppel haunting Lady Kia we seek is... Puya Sealord. Yeah, I think I have figured out now why he was hiding his name. What's this? The happiest wanted disciple was Lady Kia, you say? Exactly. Peace! I say peace! The defense will continue. As you wish. Yes, your majesty. I visited on the list of suspects until there was only one left. Let me finish, please. But a process of elimination is not the same as solid evidence. Let me finish. I assume you have evidence to back up your claim. I was getting there. Yes, of course. I will have some in a moment, that is. At least I hope so. Mine wasn't Lady Kia, and neither was Mrs. In me or any of the other possibilities. That is salute, and I have the evidence to prove it. The evidence that proves Akulite's salute was posing as Lady Kia is this. Is what? I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not really sure. So I have to think. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually out of ideas. I really have to think. What is the proof actually? Well, I'm not really sure I get it. Well, there really is only... I'm not even... This is really the only thing that comes to mind, so... Take that, I think. I was right. I was actually right. How was that right? I have no idea how that was right. This is what proves that Akulite's salute was Lady Kia. Lady Kia's warning letter. How absurd! What could that possibly prove? Prosecutor Satmati, you stated that this warning letter proved that my client was Lady Kia, and the reason you gave was that the high priest whose was locked died. Yeah, but Zelot did have access. But there was another member of the family who lived there. Ah, you see what I'm getting at? Therefore, Akulite Zelot could have delivered the warning anytime he wanted. It is. What is he talking about? That is not possible. Are you saying Lady Kia was not the culprit, but Yatte, the victim? Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. But that would overturn the entire premise of this case. Exactly, but That's the only way to get to the truth. So let's do that. This deal has proceeded on the assumption Lady Kia was behind the serial killings. But if Lady Kia is one of the victims, who was the killer, and what was the motive? The only suspect left is Mistress in me, and there's only one possible motive. What if Mistress in me is a Yepel? What? Finn, you're still bent on casting suspicion upon my lonely wife? Plus, Baba, you have no evidence of this. You bad for the mistrust in your soul. Well, you have no evidence either. After all, the target with my client's pins on it wasn't what killed Acolyte Salute. And the proof is that he could have been an alarm clock. That means all of the evidence linking her to the crime have been called into question. Was Lady Inmi a Yepel, and is supposed as Lady Kia to kill Acolyte Salute? Or was Acolyte Salute a Yepel, and was the Akos the Lady Kia who killed him? I would say either scenario is just as likely. What are we to do now? The alarm clock, you say? Do you mean the one in the Yepel hideout? Yes? What about it? Yes, but what of it? So that's it. Oh, okay. What's gotten into him? What's funny? But Ilme, just what is so comical? What is it? Forgive my outburst. That has simply taken my funny bone. What did? The theme song came from the bloom to furnish a clock, you say? That alarm could not possibly have gone off. Why do you say so? What makes you say that? The clock was working just fine the last time I checked. They are using your head for saints. Would know the existence of a secret hideout be given away if an alarm kept going off? Well, you kinda have a point. Wait, you don't mean... Indeed, we leave the alarm switch off at all times. No! And it actually makes sense what he says too. In that case, I'm sad to say that the first claim does not hold water. Would you care to respond, Mr. White? Can you ask me next week? Because it is kinda hard. This can't be happening. Not now. Yeah, and it actually makes sense too. He should put an end to the longest futile struggles. The teams of the victim hold fast from the accused stab, just as we suspected. Half of the accused is the Yepel haunting Lady Kia and the victim's killer. A little opening, something I can raise an objection to. I'm thinking of something. What if before it happened, he would turn the alarm on? As ridiculous as that sound, it is actually a way to help us. Tapplunt munnisen insåg att lite sällan hot in his final moments. I do hold it by way of the listening device. But did you really? If you had heard it, why didn't you testify to the fact before? Yeah, that is true. Is it not obvious? I did not know so Saturn could become a key master of this book. Okay, now that doesn't make sense. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Yes, the matter of the insult came up before I put in me was Sanet. But that doesn't say something. Alright, well then. What if his lineup with the clock's alarm being switched off? Miserable vet? That would be a pointless lie. One incident is proven. If you check the clock, you will see that the alarm is, in fact, switched off. Oh, come to think of it. What a fine item. It is switched, if I'm right. Oh yeah, she was the one that turned it on. We set the switch back into the off position before we left. I remember hearing it clearly. Those distinctive dichotomes in the industry are etched in my mind. They went, hold on, hang on, what? Oh. Okay, what are you talking about? I don't hold any dichotomes. No, this doesn't make sense at all. This doesn't make sense all of a sudden. All of a sudden, this doesn't make any sense to me. Taka ton. Did it really? I don't know. Now I'm actually having issues with what you're saying. Distinctive dichotomes in the India. This deal has gone on far too long. Shall we move ahead to the Vedic phase now? No, because I have a big issue right now. By all means, the threat of Salsayeton are put in my spirit to the twilight yen. Before I go, let me say a word to my darling wife. Not yet. Thank you. You actually helped me there with what you said. No, hold on just 1 minute. You Majesty. Yes? The happiest statement is inconsistent with a certain piece of evidence. It is? Yeah, it is. Still you wait in defiance of your fate. The way you sight reminds me of a tortured soul, beating in flames. You won't be saying that once I show you the evidence. Now all I have to do is pick the right one. This piece of evidence is inconsistent with the start statement about the dicotium into. Yeah, so here we go and take that. This is what's inconsistent with his statement. My client's plumed punishes the app. What does that have to do with anything? Well, listen and behold. It plays the Blood Punisher theme song, and here it is, the theme to the Blood Punisher Warrior of Neo Twilight igen. Yeah, I don't hold any dicotiums. Where is the dicotiums? Do you see what I mean? The music the victim heard in his final moments might not have been the Blood Punisher theme song. I'm afraid I'm not following you. What was it if not the Blood Punisher theme? Question. Do you even know what the dicotiums are? In his final moments, Acolyte Zealot heard. He heard the Steel Samurai theme. There are no dicotiums in the intro of the Plumed Punisher theme. So what Acolyte Zealot actually heard in his final moments was the theme of the Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. Yep. Peace, peace, peace I say, Mr. White. What is this Steel Samurai of which you speak? I figured as much. The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo, is an action hero show from America. The Blood Punisher theme is a total I mean, it's very smiley too. If you didn't know about the Steel Samurai, you could easily mistake the truth. Yeah, that is true. But the fact that Acolyte Zealot heard music from an American action hero song says everything. It's irrefutable evidence that the accused was in the secret title. I'm sorry, but that's not the case because Maya didn't have it. Maya had already created it away by that time. So no, that is not the case at all. Actually no, you have it backwards. Backwards? That's right, Mr. Safei met an avid Blood Punisher fan here in Kuroin. And as a token of the friendship, she traded a set of Steel Samurai items she had for the Blood Punisher's death. Yes, and it was a one of a kind too. And this avid Blood Punisher fan was the one who killed Acolyte Zealot? Exactly. Yes. And that avid fan is no longer than the high-priest wife, believe in me. Do you have evidence to back up this claim, Mr. White? Fast for giving us the holy moon there is. I don't see what only ate yet. Another two of you base lays slander. I suggest you prepare yourself to face Her Holiness' wrath. Or I'm prepared to turn this entire case upside down. That is, this is my last chance. I better take a deep breath and revive the evidence. Very well then, please present your evidence if you would, defense. The evidence that proves Mr. Inmi was the one who killed Acolyte Salute is this. Hang on. Okay, now I need to think here. Yeah, I have to think here. Let me see. No, I do have to think. Let me do a little thinking here. Let's see. Let's see what I can figure out here. I have to think now. How could I have missed that? Well, they thought this is all I need. It's right here in this family photo. Proof that Mr. Inby and Mr. Faye traded items fitting their favorite characters. A family photo? Yes. And what exactly should we be looking at here? Well, it is easy to miss. I did actually miss it up till now. The proof that they exchanged items featuring the favorite character is right here. So let's save quickly. Anyway, and here you go. So take that. Look at Mr. Inby's left with. You can see the still Samurai 38 market open right there. Yeah, right to deny that. This clearly makes this a still Samurai box. Oh! Boy, I never knew you wife had such hopes about in me. This family photo was taken right before Acolyte Salute was murdered. By that point, my client had a bonus step and Mr. Inmi had a samurai box. So what the victim had in his final moments was none other than the sound of the watch Mr. Inmi was wearing. I wish I meant my testimony, but I thought that Arcutiums was something else. Oh. My wife never had such a watch. Okay, now that's the bullshit. It's the truth, I tell you. You must believe me, your majesty. I'm sorry, but we have evidence, so you can't say that. What is it now? Okay, we started reacted to. Hypnotisé by the defense lobby you. Okay, what is the problem this time? What is the problem this time? No, what? He's been pretty quiet up to this point. What does he have up his sleeve? He's a big gaping hole in his flimsy claim. Okay, do tell me. A big gaping hole? I don't think so. Oh no, I'm afraid it is that. Alright. It's like the big gaping holes and you put it behind. My brain is neither booted nor full of holes. I'm not a zombie after all. Heh, says the dead lawyer Valkin. He who is now of wisdom focuses on what is before him. Never seen the big picture. Or as they say in your county, you cannot see the forest for the trees. For it is as you said. And late in me, det ger bälslev akulite sälut. Det ger bälhontin lite kia. Then the bell hunter would have been dead before the high priest was slain. Oh, that means the high priest could not have been slain by the bell hunting lady Kia. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. You actually died. She had no reason to kill him. How could I have missed that? So tell me, who are you going to say killed the high priest now? Yeah, definitely not the lady in me. No! He got me good there. I was too focused. You finally understand the size of the holes that little you put it behind. I'm in hot water now. I don't have any other suspects in the high priest border. You mindless zombie. You should have become your journey into the Twilight Realm long ago. Now let it go and move on. No, I will never give up. I used to need to think things through and figure out who really killed the high priest. Yeah, I have to think long and hard here. Anyway, so let's save her then. And there we go now. If Akulite Salute had been Lady Kia, he couldn't have killed the high priest. So the question is, who did? Maybe I can get to the bottom of this by reviving the events of this case in order. What evidence could tell me something about the crime scene before the murder? Well, Maya's testimony for one. The sphinx was stained yet before the died. Oh yeah, Maya said that the sphinx had been stained yet before the died even began. The sphinx was lit yet before the high priest murder because of Zealot's blood. The sphinx was stained yet by Zealot's blood. That's right, Zealot had been killed in the Yepel hideout the day before they died, and his blood had flowed into the spring. Wait a second. The high priest knew that Zealot had been killed in the hideout. So why didn't he report it to the authorities? If Maya had been the killer, he could have easily had her arrested on the spot. A good question indeed. Why didn't the high priest inform the authorities right then? Well, I do believe he wanted to keep the hideout hidden. He wanted to keep the hideout secret. If he reported Celots murder, the authorities would find out about the hideout. That's what he was worried about. But by going to Fiviteyai, the High Priest used to having Maya Cities being young yet with blood. Why did he have to go to Fiviteyai? Did he want to? He wanted to set up the scene well at it. Use the light to cover things up. He wanted to set up the crime scene to conceal the hideout. But how was he planning on concealing the source of the blood in the spring? Well, he was actually using his own blood. Stained the spring with his own blood. He concealed the source of the blood with his own. That was how he kept the Yebel hideout a secret. It's all starting to fall into place. Yeah, I'm starting to... No, because then it wasn't. Anyway. I know who killed the High Priest. It was... I actually believe it was Darius himself, actually. That's really the only conclusion I can come to based upon everything. Darius' death was a suicide. I can't believe it. The High Priest took his own life to keep the Yebel hideout a secret. Yeah, that is the only thing that makes sense, huh? If you follow that thought process. So I finally know the truth. It all makes sense now. The High Priest wasn't murdered by anyone. He took his own life to keep the Yebel hideout a secret. What? What was this? Yeah, I know, I'm as shocked as you. But that's the only thing that makes sense now. So, what do you have to say? The High Priest committed suicide? I have never heard anything more absurd. I don't know. It isn't the first time. People have committed suicide used to keep a secret. Hilary has placed a stain on the good beast's death with his booted brain. Its booted gaping holes are as large as the hole in his logic. Okay, do tell me, what hole? You still fail to understand. You truly cannot see the forest for the trees. You claim the High Priest took his own life. But have you considered who brought the target in the plots of the war zone? Oh. You actually have a point. After the High Priest was killed, the target was thrust into Acolyte Celut's dead body. Only the accursed Maya Faye could have done that. Well, that is an issue, yes. It is as difficult as what it says. You claim it's just a bias in its logic, and the evidence is too weak. You cannot prove that the High Priest took his own life to conceal the Yebel hideout. Oh, The target was impaled in Salut's body, but his body had been placed at the plaza the previous day. Well, Mr. Wright, what you can respond? Well, I have to think. Salut's body was already in the plaza the day before the year, but what if the target was also already in him at that time? The target was never at the inner sanctum. Yeah. The tires actually tied to a different weapon. Of course, that's it. What is it? The only thing that makes sense here, that's it. There was no need to move the target. It had already been stabbed into Acolyte Zealot's body the day before the night. What? So that means... What does that mean? It means the target wasn't the weapon that took the High Priest's life. But no weapon was ever found at the inner sanctum. I don't know. Maybe you are wrong. If you will not listen to Jesus, then I insist you prove your assertion. Some authority believe the yell more the weapon to be. As you wish. I actually have... I have a true speculations actually. The yell weapon, I got nothing, but I know there had to have been a weapon there. Maybe if I think back on the theaters for and spot the clue I need. Well, what the defense got to tell us what the yell motor weapon is? This is what nearly killed the High Priest. Yeah. Yeah, let's say this won't actually explain it. So, take that. Okay, I was wrong. Well, it was a 50-50 between that and the other one. Okay, so it wasn't a broken lantern then. In that case, I believe it was the Warbot statue, so take that. But Yeli killed him has been at the inner sanctum all this time. And this lethality has already been demonstrated by the late Acolyte Zealot. That's right, it was the Warbot statue. Pulukolka! You believe that the statue claimed both victims' lives? Yes. But you can't decide in. Put in me? No. He lies. Pay him no heed. Why it's... Oh? Oh, okay. What are you doing here? Lady in me? Darling, don't you think this has gone on long enough? Talib, no! You Majesty, my wife knows nothing! I'm sorry. Please, put in me, let your wife speak. No, lady in me. Please continue if you want. So let's hold it. It's that time again. And what time would that be? 2:30 in the afternoon, the time my husband conducts his daily prayers, and the time Puye was slain. Oh, there we go. That's the still samurai team. That sound, it's the still samurai alarm. That it is, yes. I do like to play at the same time as my dear husband. So I set an alarm to remind me each day, but I had no idea it would come to this. No, stop! Zero's not what it speaks! Your Majesty, I am the one whose slave Acolyte salute. Uppåt ilme! Palif, somna psychiken at once. Well, the case is over. The psychican is now attending the high priest, so there is no need to fear. Now let us continue. And what about the half of him called Maya that's still among the living? Yeah, what happened with her? Mrs. Inmi, will you tell us everything you know? The truth is, I'm a Japan, just like my husband. So the both of you are Japans then? This destiny unfolded before the died during the Feast of Blessing. I had gone to the Japan hideout to prepare it for that escape. And that's when Acolyte salute suddenly appeared. Yes, Pouye was shocked when he saw me there. Acolyte Salute did not know you were a Japan. I do not believe he did. I believe he was there simply to investigate the hideout. And then he suddenly came face to face with Mr. Inmi. So the true identity of the Japan haunting Lady Kia was Puya Silot. Well, that would explain why he was hiding his name indeed. Yes, he was a member of the secret police, serving directly under the Minister of Justice. The secret police? And this is what he said to me. I can kill rebels with impunity. The Justice Minister has my back. So I was right. He was using his position within the secret police to deal those rebels a heavy blow. But motive sanctioned by the crown is still murder. Yeah, that is true. Även vid det TCR duken his insociente scum body stays are numbered. What's that supposed to mean? Let's just say I got a little dick up my sleeve, so I'd watch it if I were you. Cause you got a defiant attitude, like one of them dragon dupes. The dick-up minister in Inca's sleeve was Lady Kia. No, this can't be. My father would never. This must be a bolt out of the blue for Jaifa. Yeah, she really thought that his father wasn't that kind of a person. This explains why Acolyte salute abandoned his yellow name. Yes, indeed. He even went as far as going up the tattoo that Arcuionist clergy members received. Lady Kia was a member of the secret police. That explains why no order was given to investigate her attack. Yeah, that it does. I guess I'm not alone in hearing this for the first time. But this cannot be. Sadly, it is the dude. Is this dude the Justice Minister is sanctioning state-sponsored murder? Peace! No lady in me. Please continue. Pouillet certainly launched at me. That's when I pushed the stone slab toward him with all my might. But I never meant for what happened next to occur. Allow me to take it from her. Oh, so you have given up, I take it. Upon me, are you sure you are alright now? I am sorry you had to see that, but you need not worry about me. I am already dead. Please, we need to know what was so important that you will take your own life. After I learned that my wife had accidentally slain Sailor, I sealed his body with snow to make it seem as if he died more recently than he did. Then I later moved it to the Plaza of the Wilson and inserted the dagger into his wound. The plaza was empty at the time, for it was before prayer time had started. Finally, I placed his body in the prayer booth, knowing that no one would notice anything was wrong until the rite had concluded. It is perfectly plausible that no one would disturb him if he seemed to be praying. It is over prayer time, after all. So you admit you tried to pin this crime on my faith? Yeah, it sounds that way to me. Yes, this was all my doing. I never told my wife of my plan. For surely she must have tried to stop me. Yeah, I'm pretty sorry of that, knowing her. How did you get Mrs. Faye fingerprints on the target? I had to hold it while we were rehearsing the rite the day before. And right before the rite, I drugged her with a sleeping agent. So that was why she was certainly sleepy. Then I put Lady Kia's hoops over the Warbot statue. Because of the divination science, that means I was probably already cured by the time the rite started. Finally, I ended my own life to ensure that the crime would appear to have been by Acolyte Faye's own hand. But when your body was discovered, Lady Kia's hoops were on the ground. How did they end up there if they were on the statue? After I impaled on one of the statue's target-like feathers, I used the last ounce of my strength to hold my body backwards. As I did, I kept onto the hoops, taking them with me as I fell back onto the ground. How terrible! What possessed you to do such a thing? You needed have committed suicide simply to frame the accused. persecuted Satmati as one well-versed in over kingdom's legal system. I would expect you, of all people, to understand. Understand what? Well, before we go any deeper, yet another art break is coming up, so I'm actually gonna go be right back and I'll see you in 3 minutes. I can't hold your voice crying for me, it's crying out my name. I was acting tough by saying that I don't team because it's scary to lose my team. I have a feeling that by abandoning my team, I'll be able to make up for something else. Tuesday is the determination to say after intangible things like wishes or love. I can hold a voice crying for me, stand up and fight. Don't deceive yourself. Cry for you in order to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. I replaced my lack of self-confidence with kindness. I have a feeling that by giving up, I'll be able to stop hurting others. When we completely accept our pain and hardship and start to understand each other, Tuesday will be born. I can hold a voice crying for me, don't run away. I will hold you everything tightly. Cry for you, wanting to answer your voice. I know cry out your name. Let's never forget the fact that we can't be healed by overwhelmed of contact and sadness. I'm holding your voice, crying for me, it's crying. Okay, I'm back now. The kingdom's legal system missed it in Mesquite. You suicide? It can't be. That would be sadder than sad. Why, I believe the defense knows of what the High Priest speaks. Yeah, I do actually. Yes, I finally understand. This explains why the High Priest took his own life. Yeah, he did it because of because of this very love book. So they thought The Defense Culpability Act. Circumstantial evidence supports Misty's Ilme's killing of Acolyte Zealot in self-defense. However, it would be next to impossible to prove it without a lawyer. That's why the High Priest wanted to pin the crime on Maya Fey. Okay, that was actually a well-thought plan. He wanted us to defend her. I fail to see what that has to do with his suicide. Well, he was actually hoping that we would become the defense attorney here. He was hoping we would take the case. In crime, the divination science is the most important piece of real evidence. The High Priest wanted to frame Mistress Fey as a serial killer. It was a clever plan in which he made sure he'd see Lady Kia in his final moments. The lawyer speaks too. That is why I placed Lady Kia's youth up on the warpath statue. I made it seem that Acolyte Fey was the rebel haunting Lady Kia. But are you saying you used my divination science to produce false evidence? Yes, it is actually possible to do that. Forgive me, you benevolence, but it was the only way to help my lovely wife. If you had approached me first, I could have proved that the murder was in self-defense. Perhaps, but I had little faith in the lawyers, despite being a rebel. How utterly foolish to cast away one's life for such a reason. There must have been other ways to cover up the crime. Yet I had done so. My wife was used to my defense, and when the case went to trial, she would suffer the same fate as I under the Defense Culpability Act. And you didn't want that. I could not have lived with myself had I been convicted because of that fear in this man. This cannot be. All I have done under the laws of our kingdom, it has all been. Poor Ifa, sincerely taking this heart. Well, it's everything she have believed, she have been proven wrong, but I can't say I'm surprised. Yes, sadly, it is that way. Mr. Phoenix Wright, it is time to show the might of your legal prowess. You mustn't allow another innocent soul to be sourced on the dirty by Isabella law. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. Yeah, I'm gonna help those with that one actually. What I have done to you and Acolyte Fey is unforgivable. I can only offer my most humble of apologies. Your Majesty. Yes? I ask that you please look after my wife. You have my word. Your benevolence, it is time that I return to the Twilight Realm, the Macadama of Barton, if you please. Yeah, it's a time for him to go. Very well. You benevolence, please allow me to the honor. Yes, it would be more fitting for you to send him on his way. Yeah, that is true. Business in me. Tallinn, I'm so glad I was able to see you one last time. Thank you for everything. I'm sorry to leave you like this, my dad, my love. But now you can watch over me from the world beyond. Yes, always and forever. And with every breath I take, my darling, I'll be thinking of you. So it's time to say farewell to him. But yeah, I'll do my best to put a stop to the Defense Culpability Act. And with this, the case is over. Farewell, my darling Darius. And welcome back, Maya. The High Beast has returned to the Twilight Realm. Maya! And the case is over. I feel great. I could start being city to leave any regrets behind. Yeah, he left with a smile. Oh, but what about the deal, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya, but it is over and you missed the best moment of it. It's over. It was a sad reality born of love and a great tragedy born of the Defense Culpability Act. Well, I see no need to continue this deal. Does the prosecution have anything to say? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I owe a debt to you. One that I will pay back in court someday. Huh? Well, so this time you accept you lose because the last time so wouldn't you accept it? No, to deliver today's verdict and overturn that of yesterday's deal. With respect to all current and previous sources against them, I hereby declare the accused Maya Fey and her defense Felix Wright not guilty. And this case is officially closed now. And hopefully with this we can put a stop to the TCA. May 12, 4:20 p.m. High Court of Kuain, Acost Lobby. So let's wrap it up. So I was thinking, Nick, the legal system here is really stacked against the defense. Yeah, and everyone are starting to see it too and question it. It's totally unfair. Yeah, it even forced the High Priest to make the ultimate sacrifice used to protect his wife. Yeah, because he didn't want her to die because of the DCA. It's just so sad. We take the status quo or join the evolution. If the yellow lady give a hat, I wonder which side she will take. Do you even need to ask? She might be a Jebel hunter, but do you really think she would wish for her own country to be good job? So do you even have to ask? I think I already know the answer. Yeah, even Jaifa is starting to question it. You benevolence. Huh? What? I was just wondering, are you alright? Quiet you! How could I possibly be alright? Yeah, it is understandable. Yeah, she's not doing well at all. Well, all we can do is to give her time. Who do you think you are? Certainly a pain before me. Gambling my insight on the food and plunging the Hall of Justice into utter chaos. You haven't desecrated my mother and father's testing, you soulless infidel. I worried over nothing you seem used to find. That was a bit more extreme than usual. What am I to do? I had always believed that communing with a victim's mitama would lead me to the absolute truth. But each time you overturned my insight, it was revealed that they sought to support false sources rather than the truth. I am left now with that heavy truth in my heart. I'm sorry, Jaifa. Perhaps I'm not worthy of hearing the voices of the Mitama. I wonder about that. That's where you invoke your benevolence. But Maya, how dare you? You only to bring forth the voices of the Mitama into our world. If you don't do it, we will. Yeah, and it's not all bad. It is actually helping us too, so you don't have to feel bad. It is actually taking us all one step closer to the truth. You know nothing, Maya Fey. It was personally not a divination science that brought the truth to light. Yes, but we wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for your divination science. So we still have to thank you. How dare an outsider like you employ the Queen's secret art? But what can I do? My spiritual poverty is not even up your use. Ha 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 ha! Is it not a cruel joke? The your business, bested by a lovely outsider? Actually, you are young, and you know why? Because Maya can't do the divination science, so it balances it out. You can do something Maya can't do, and Maya can do something that you can't do. So I wouldn't say that. Don't be so hard on yourself. Why not? It is worth at least a laugh or two. You shouldn't talk like that. Huh? Is the new benevolence? You were used to fulfilling your duty, weren't you? And you're the only one capable of performing the divination science, yeah? The station of your business is not something to abandon lightly. The station of your business? Yep. The people of your kingdom believe in you, but if you really mean all that you used to say, then what are they supposed to believe in? You know not of what you speak. Actually, I kinda do. After all, I'm only had aliens so I can become the master of my village back home. A village master, you say? I did not know. I see. It seems I owe you an apology. For even today, I called you on your feet and practice now. Well, as long as you stop calling Maya that, it's a reality, benevolence. Thank you for finally acknowledging me. A future queen and a future village master. I consider it be a surprise, considering I have had a common ancestor. Indeed. Maya sight, you benevolence. Bobhead, your insights were a crucial piece of evidence in this last deal. It doesn't matter if they weren't always 100% accurate. You should be proud of what you did. Yes, I agree that I agree. You played an important role in assuring that justice was served. Exactly. It is used like he said. And besides, your insights aren't a problem here. It's your kingdom's legal system. Be that obvious, your insights have come to be accepted as the sole truth. And the defense culpability act which gave rise to that is the youth of it all. But that is the thing you're thinking of a rebel. I'm sorry to tell you, but I actually do agree with the rebels. You benevolence. As Scorpion says, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy, and what is true, and what is false, and most importantly, what role you must play therein. Very true. I want the fireman up to the task. Knowing you benevolence, you are more than capable. I've never heard Maya talk like this before. She's really come a long way. What the actual fuck? What's that? What the actual fuck was that? What was that? It came from the hallway. Smoke! We better go check it out. Hurry! Okay, what's going on? Mr. In me? Mr. White, Akulita Faye. I'm so sorry for what transpired. You were almost sentenced to death because of me. Oh, you finally removed it? What? Oh, I see. I will make amends by picking up where my husband left off. I will see the evolution truth, so nothing like this can ever happen again. For that is the death of my love for my dearly departed husband. So you have made up your mind? Lady Inman, we got a hurry. Oh, so it was you, thoughts? That voice, It's not Mr. Apple. I must tell the people they must learn that the peace we enjoy is a false one. One built on the backs of innocent souls with false crimes on the Justice Act. We have it in our power to force a society in which the love yourself all of us fairly. Hey there, baby! And hello to you, Tots! I wish we had more time to talk, but... Okay, everything's ready. It's go time. Wait, so Doke's hat. Doke? So we finally meet face to face. Wait, was that a jäpelelite Doke? Yes, that it was. After him! Don't let them get away! The poverty forces a society in which the love yourself all of us fairly. It's the start of a legal revolution. Yeah, but that's a story for another time. Hey Nick, hate to bother you when you lost in thought, but I just got this great idea. I think I know what the kind of idea you have already. What is it? The Steel Samurai versus the Yebel Doke. I bet it makes for another awesome TV show. I never thought this gave you some inspiration. And if we have the blodbundes in there, everyone will go notes over it. I never get what she sees in those souls. But it's good to know that no matter what happens, Maya will always be Maya. Very true. Anyway, and with this, we officially done. So episode 3 is now done. So, and with this, is actually a good time to end the stream there. I'm actually betting it actually went quite good today. Today I didn't really get stuck at anything. Instead, everything used to float forward quite well. For once. Anyway. But yeah. I'll actually be ending Steam here. So let me just close the game quickly. And let me use the settings the camera now. And then I shall take a look at when the next stream will be. So give me a quick second here. So the next stream is gonna be at Wednesday with some Xenoblade X. And now, well, if you wanna follow me at the social, here you go. And do feel free to join my Discord if you wanna hang out with the community when I'm not streaming. And if you are not subscribed, you can use this 8 message. Otherwise, you can use this one. And now, just give me a little bit and we shall see who I feel like going for this time. Just give me a little thinking here. Do I actually feel like going for this time around? That I kinda have an idea. So let me just think. Yeah, let's see what I do feel like going for. Give me one quick second here. Yeah, I think I know who I want to go for actually. So this time around, I feel like going for Spooky OC. And I'll be seeing you all next time. Good night, Uyatsumi. As the blue sky was melting into the setting sun, I was gazing at the tide clothes with you. What kind of words should I have used in order to be able to convey my feelings? You gentle heartbeats from my back, you're stronger and stronger as time ticks by. Long looking up at the sky, I feel that I want to